Doamnelor și domnilor, bună ziua! Urmează conferința de presă comună susținută de președintele Parlamentului Republicii Moldova, domnul Igor Grosu, președintele Rigigogu al Republicii Estonia, domnul Lauri Husar, președinta Seimei Republicii Letonia, doamna Daiga Merinia și președintele Seimasului Republicii Lituania, domnul Ioaz Olekas. Stimate domnule Igor Grosu, aveți cuvântul.
Mulțumesc! Stimați președinți ai parlamentelor din Estonia, Letonia și Lituania, dragă Daiga, Lauri, Iozas, dragi prieteni, bine ați venit la Chișinău. Prezența dumneavoastră aici, în acest format, este un semn clar de prietenie, solidaritate și încredere. Pentru Republica Moldova, Statele Baltice nu sunt doar parteneri, ci un reper și un exemplu de curaj și consecvență. De fiecare dată când vorbim despre aderarea la Uniunea Europeană, privim firesc spre dumneavoastră. Pentru că știți ce înseamnă să ieși dintr-o zonă gri a istoriei, să rupi dependențe, să reformezi instituții și să alegi ferm libertatea. Parcursul statelor baltice ne arată că transformarea este posibilă. Este posibilă atunci când există voință politică și încrederea cetățenilor. Să știți că deseori noi moldovenii ne reproșăm ca stat, ca popor, că am ratat acel start comun acum mai bine de 20 de ani de a merge împreună în marea familie europeană. Dar în popor noi avem o zicală, mai bine mai târziu decât niciodată. De aceea avem responsabilitatea să recuperăm timpul pierdut. Astăzi nu mai vorbim despre dacă, ci despre când. Iar acest când depinde de munca noastră, de unitatea noastră internă și de sprijinul prietenilor noștri europeni. Republica Moldova este ferm angajată pe drumul european și am demonstrat acest lucru inclusiv la alegerile parlamentare din septembrie 2025, când cetățenii au reconfirmat clar această direcție. Sprijinul statelor baltice a fost constant și extrem de valoros. Cooperarea noastră este una practică și cu impact real. Estonia este principalul nostru partener în digitalizarea serviciilor publice. Experiența estoniană ne ajută să construim instituții mai eficiente și mai transparente. De asemenea, vreau să salut decizia Estoniei de a deschide o ambasadă aici, la Chișinău, care va deveni operațională în a doua parte a acestui an. Astfel, toate cele 3 state baltice vor avea ambasade în Republica Moldova. Un lucru care spune mult despre nivelul relațiilor noastre. Letonia contribuie activ la formarea noii generații de funcționari publici. Prin intermediul școlii de drept de la Riga este derulat un program de instruire de drept european și economie destinat tinerilor profesioniști din instituțiile statului. La acest program au participat și mai mulți funcționari din cadrul secretariatului Parlamentului. Sunt investiții în oameni și în capacitatea noastră de a gestiona profesionist procesul de integrare europeană. Lituania sprijină Republica Moldova în domeniul energiei regenerabile, prin proiecte de instalare a panourilor solare în spitale, școli și grădinițe. Aceste proiecte înseamnă mai multă independență energetică și costuri mai mici pentru instituțiile publice. Dragi prieteni, vă spun cu toată sinceritatea integrarea europeană nu este doar un proiect economic sau politic. Este, înainte de toate, un proiect de țară. Pentru că moldovenii sunt europeni. Lucru demonstrat atât de istoria noastră, cât și de faptele noastre de zi cu zi. Iar în realizarea acestui proiect, suntem norocoși să avem alături prieteni și parteneri adevărați. În încheiere, vreau să mulțumesc pentru faptul că ați fost și sunteți în continuare alături de Republica Moldova, pentru sprijinul constant, pentru vocea dumneavoastră clară în favoarea extinderii Uniunii Europene și pentru încrederea că țara noastră își va căpăta locul firesc în marea familie europeană. Vă mulțumesc!
Vă mulțumim. Domnule Lauri Husar, aveți cuvântul.
Thank you very much, Igor, dear Moldovan people. And Igor, especially I want to thank you for the invitation and hosting us, as we discussed for several years about this possible visit of the Baltics speakers to Moldova. It finally came in true, and I'm really happy to say here and to assure you that we are here because of your path to Europe. We are supporting your Euro integration process. We are helping you, and we are suggesting you if you need it. But even more, I want to ensure you in this that according to this what you've did and you've done already, I can say only that you belong to Europe. This is your place, and therefore everything you did already in Euro integration process is extraordinary, and I really encourage you to make the reforms, to make steps further, because taking it seriously, it really brings you to the goal, which is the full membership in the European Union. And as you already mentioned, that we are and we will going to open the embassy here in Moldova, it is also one sign which shows that we are taking very seriously our Euro integration process, and the more embassies of the European Union countries will be opened here in Moldova, the more real is also your dream to become, and the more quicker also the dream to become the full member of the European Union will come in true. And as you mentioned also, Igor, about our very good cooperation in building up the digital society, I can assure you that building the digital society helps you a lot also in Euro integration process, as it makes the societies much more transparent, and it makes also the negotiations much easier. So therefore I really encourage you to digitalize your country, to digitalize your society, and this really helps you also in this path towards Europe. So thank you once more, and I'm really thankful to be here.
Vă mulțumim. Doamna Daiga Merinia, aveți cuvântul.
Dargais Igor, cienītais Lauri un Jozes, vispirms jau liels paldies par silto uzņemšanu šeit Kišiņevā, un man jāsaka, jūs esat mūsu draugi. Un šodien mēs esam šeit, lai paustu savu nelokāmo atbalstu jūsu integrācijai Eiropas Savienībā. Man gribas teikt, jūs esat uz pareizā ceļa. Jūs esat ļoti daudz izdarījuši, un par to jums liels paldies par to paveikto. Un savukārt mēs no savas puses esam gatavi darīt visu, lai jūsu process būtu ātrāks, vieglāks. Mēs esam gatavi dalīties ar savu pieredzi un esam gatavi jums palīdzēt arī turpmāk. Latvija ir gatava uzņemt arī jūsu darbiniekus, lai varētu palīdzēt un apmācīt tur, kur tās visvairāk ir nepieciešams. Un man jāsaka tā, ka demokrātija maksā naudu. Un jūs esat jau pierādījuši, ka jūs varat uzvarēt arī šajā cīņā ar agresoru. Mēs sekojām līdzi jūsu vēlēšanām un gribu teikt jums paldies, ka jūs varējāt šādā veidā arī parādīt, ka ar demokrātiskām vērtībām ir iespējams uzvarēt. Un mums ir ļoti laba un izcila sadarbība, un priecājos, ka jaunajā parlamenta sasaukumā jau ir izveidota sadarbības grupa ar Latviju, un to vada Viktorija Belaus vadībā, tā kā liels paldies. Mēs turpināsim arī sadarboties un apmainīties informācijai. Mēs šodien pārunājām vēl ļoti svarīgu tēmu - aizsardzība. Un man bija prieks dzirdēt, ka jūsu aizsardzības budžets ir dubultots attiecībā uz aizsardzību. Mēs Baltijas valsts to ļoti labi saprotam. Mēs šobrīd esam jau katrs savā budžetā atvēlējuši tuvu 5% no iekšzemes koprodukta, lai varētu veltīt šos līdzekļus aizsardzībai. Un gribu uzsvērt vēlreiz, ka katrs eiro, kas tiek ieguldīts mūsu valstu aizsardzībā, padara mūs kopā stiprākus pret agresoru. Un Moldova arī ir Eiropas saimē, un Moldova arī mēs redzam Eiropā. Tā kā mēs esam gatavi palīdzēt un strādāt pie tā, lai palīdzētu jums ātrāk integrēties Eiropas Savienībā. Paldies par sirsnīgo uzņemšanu. Paldies.
Vă mulțumim. Domnul Ioaz Olecas, aveți cuvântul.
Thank you. I have been several times in Chisinau since 1990, and today I would like to join my colleagues and say that I'm extremely happy to be in Moldova together with my colleagues from Estonia and Latvia. Thank you very much, Igor, for invitation and for hospitality and productive start of our visit and meaningful program we will have during next 2 days. When we Lithuanians visit Moldova, our first message is about appreciation to the Moldovan people for decision of the Supreme Council of Moldova in May 1990 to recognize Lithuanians' independence. Moldova was the first to do it, even being formally at the time part of the Soviet Union. Just 3 weeks ago, in Lithuania, we commemorate the 35th anniversary of Freedom Defenders Day. It reminded our joint struggle for freedom and right of independent nations to be master of our own destiny. Colleagues from Moldova were our closest allies already starting from beginning of Lithuanians' independence movement CIVDIS in 1988. Today we came to Moldova together with the Estonian and Latvian speakers of the parliaments to congratulate Moldovan people with successful decision they have made at the constitutional referendum on the European Union membership and during recent parliamentary election. We talked about Moldova's accession to the European Union process. We are impressed with Moldova's ambitions to implement reforms. Moldova has a unique window of opportunity, driven by geopolitics and desire for unified European continent. We are ready to build strong support for EU membership case. Lithuania has started preparation for the presidency of the Council of EU in January-June 2027. Lithuanian Parliament Seimas already approved priorities for our President. Enlargement of the European Union will be on top of the agenda, in line with strengthening security and defense, enhancing competitiveness of EU, addressing social security challenges. We have exchanged views about the role of parliaments in streamlining of the legislative alignment which European Union acts, and necessity of stronger cooperation between government and parliament. I want to use this opportunity and to thank for very close relations and regular contacts between Lithuania and Moldova on all levels: presidents, speakers of the parliament, prime minister, foreign minister, and others. Happy to underline that many Lithuanian government institutions and non-governmental organizations are engaged in providing different means of support to Moldova. Thank you.
Mulțumim. Urmează întrebările din partea presei. Vă rugăm să vă prezentați și să menționați cui este adresată întrebarea.
Hello, my name is Cristina Popușa. I'm a journalist for Radio Free Europe Moldovan service. My question will be for all three presidents of the Baltic states parliaments. So, first of all, what solution do you see to officially start the accession negotiation with Republic of Moldova and Ukraine, negotiations that are now blocked by the Hungarian's veto against Kiev? And also in this context, I would like to remember that Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky wants that Ukraine to be accepted in the EU in 2027. This is meaning this year. So I would like to ask you how real is this possibility? Thank you.
Would like to start?
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you, first of all, for your question. I think this is a very important issue, how we can act and to be as soon as possible to opening the all chances of the negotiation. First of all, I think that Moldova and Ukraine doing a very extremely good job implementing the reforms. This is the main stimul for the European Union to recognize its ambitions to join the European Union. Of course, there are different positions of some countries, you mentioned one of them, and we will continue our work, try to convince our partners in the European Union to accept, to recognize these achievements of Moldova and Ukraine. Still, this is the negotiation process. We can promise that we achieve, as you mentioned, in 2027, as President Zelensky wish, but I hope that we should do the first implement reforms, going in the line of this negotiation and acts of EU, and we will see. We will see. I hope that we can united and jointly we can achieve this result.
Just to add to my dear colleague Juozas, that European Union has been always in transition, but we saw that the European Union is moving always forward, and the vetoes in European Union had never been eternal, so that there will be the time that there will be no vetoes also for the further enlargement of the European Union, and I'm pretty sure about that. It doesn't depend only from one country, but it depends from the overall mood and the essence of the European Union. And I'm pretty sure that that the chapters will be opened, and the negotiations are very fruitful, and I'm encouraging you to really focus also on making reforms, because in one hand the enlargement is a political decision, but in the other hand the criteria also must be fulfilled, and it is not only because of the European Union for what the criteria must be fulfilled. It is more about the candidate countries itself, that the criteria which are really well fulfilled helps you further to develop your country, to build up your societies, and this is for what they have been made. So therefore I am really encouraging you to take also making the reforms very seriously.
Es varbūt papildināšu tikai savus kolēģus. Jā, ka mēs redzam, ka arī mēs no savas pieredzes, tad, kad no savas pieredzes mēs redzējām, ka mūsu ceļš uz Eiropas Savienības integrāciju nebija viegls un bija ļoti garš. Un mums vajadzēja pielikt visus pūliņus. Vairāk kā 6 gadus bija šis ceļš. Un tas, ko mēs redzējām, ka mēs iestājāmies vairākas valstis kopā, un mēs sapratām, un arī tad bija diskusijas un jautājums, varbūt kādai valstī iet pa priekšu, jo tas progress katrai valstī bija savādāks. Un mēs visi sapratām, ka tikai kopā ejot, mēs varam ātrāk panākt vēlamo rezultātu. Un arī par visām valstīm nobalsoja tālāk jau visi kopā. Un es domāju, ka šis ir tas ceļš, kad mēs visi saprotam, ka jūsu integrācija Eiropas Savienībā šobrīd ir pilnīgi neatņemama sastāvdaļa Eiropas. Un mums ir vajadzīgs ātrāk, lai jūs būtu Eiropas Savienībā, jo tas ir pirmkārt jau visas mūsu drošības jautājums. Tas ir jautājums par Eiropas tālāko nākotni. Un es domāju, ka līdz šim vienmēr Eiropas Savienībā ar to ir atšķīrusies, ka viņi ir spējusi atrast kompromisu un spējusi sarunās panākt vēlamo rezultātu. Un nebūtu neviegli bija arī mums savā ceļā. Mums arī bija dažādas nostājas valstīm, vienu ātrāk, vienu vēlāk, bet tomēr mēs panācām savu rezultātu. Un šobrīd mēs esam šeit, jo mēs redzam, cik daudz jūs esat ieguldījuši savā integrācijas procesā. Un mēs esam šeit, lai tālāk jau Eiropā runātu un pārliecinātu, ka jūsu sarunu uzsākšanai jābūt pēc iespējas ātrāk.
Următoarea întrebare.
Eduard Maceacă, politic media. O întrebare pentru toți președinții, în completarea ceea ce a menționat și colega. Vreau să vă întreb, în cazul în care războiul din Ucraina s-ar extinde în timp, cum vedeți aderarea Republicii Moldova la pachet cu Ucraina sau pe un drum separat? Mersi.
Es
varbūt sākšu šoreiz pirmā. Jā, redzat, tas ir tas, ko es turpināšu, ka vislabākais, ja, protams, var visas valstis, kandidātu valstis iestāties kopā. Es jums to uzreiz varu pateikt, tāpēc, ka tas ir labākais veids, kā parādīt vienotību. Katrai valstī, protams, ir savs attīstības līmenis, bet Eiropā būtu vieglāk, manuprāt, pieņemt lēmumu. Protams, ka šobrīd tas, ko dara Ukraina, īsteno reformas kara laikā, tas ir apbrīnas vērts, un arī Ukraina ir sasniegusi zināmu progresu. Bet darāmā tāpat vēl ir daudz, un ļoti daudz lietas, ko vēl arī nemaz nevar izdarīt, tāpēc, kad ir karš, ir taču arī referendums, jāsarīko vēlēšanas sistēma, tā kā jautājumi arī viņiem ir ļoti daudz priekšā. Tāpēc mēs visu darām, lai pirmkārt, ja Ukrainā iestātos miers, tas ir tas, ko dara Eiropa un aktīvi iesaistās miera sarunās. Un otrkārt, protams, ka tas, ko mēs redzam, ka labākais veids būtu Moldovai iestāties Eiropā kopā ar Ukrainu un pārējām kandidātu valstīm. Tas būtu labākais veids.
First of all, let me say that we should do the utmost to help Ukraine in winning this war. Because if we'll act together and if we are standing behind Ukraine, it is letting for aggressor much less chance to be successful. So therefore helping Ukraine is of course our priority in a moment. Today we are celebrating actually the 106th anniversary of Tartu Peace Treaty. And this peace treaty was made between the Soviet Russia and Estonia in 1920, and it was made according to the very clear conditions and regulations sentenced by the Estonians. And it shows that actually it is possible to make the peace with Russia according to our rules. This is one of the very good examples from the history that it is possible to do in a way. But for that, there are three obstacles which should be fulfilled. You must be military capable. During the time, Estonian military was actually very capable. The second one was the economic blockade against Russia. It was also in the 1920s really significant. And the third very clear condition was the help of the Allies. We had been helped from the Brits. The British fleet was in the Baltic Sea. There had been a huge support from the Finns and the Danes, and that really helped and brought us into the situation where Russia had to sign the peace treaty with us under our conditions. And this is actually a very clear a roadmap also for the peace in Ukraine, how to reach to peace under Ukraine's peace formula, which accepts the territorial integrity of the country and also the very clear understanding that aggressor must be accounted for its crimes. And talking about the negotiations, I hope my colleagues will excuse me, but we started the negotiations with the European Union earlier than you, Latvia and Lithuania, but we finished it in the same time. And it is also a very good example, actually, that of course we will have different tempos, but in the end the decision is political and it is coming from momentum. And if the momentum is for this, that European Union must enlarge, it will enlarge. And therefore, if there is a very clear will that the European Union should enlarge with new members, it is also very clear for us that it will find place. And of course, therefore, we are working for Moldova, for Ukraine, and not only for these two countries, but we see also that the enlargement is a further process. So we are talking about Western Balkan countries, etc. That to reach into the situation where really we are talking about one continent which can talk and stand with one voice for its interest in this world, and which has actually a very clear and similar one principles for what to stand. This is actually for what we are standing for.
Thank you. I fully agree with my colleagues, and I would like to use this example, as you mentioned, Laura, about our experience on accession process. Indeed, this is some kind of beginning was some kind of competition between our countries. Who will be the first? But success was that we will unite our efforts and achieve the result. I think the enlargement is not a simple process for EU also as an organization. And we should understand that if we would like to create the strong support, we need our partners and allies. And acting together, I think this is easy. There are some opponents, but they're easy to achieve the final result. Ukrainians, they're fighting for not only for their peace in Ukraine, but also they saving and defending us, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, and Moldova. And we should be solidarity and acting together to achieve the best possible results and trying to unite our efforts. This is indeed can be the success of all of us. Thank you.
Eu aș vrea să adaug câteva lucruri. Noi am discutat lucrurile astea și întrebarea noastră la întrevederea anterioară cu colegii. Suntem acum în negocieri tehnice, da, la etapa de negocieri tehnice și eu am încercat să le explic colegilor că poate pe termen scurt ar fi o soluție, reșind din considerentul că noi nu avem luxul să pierdem timpul, să punem lucrurile pe pauză, trebuie să ne mișcăm cu reformele, cu ajustarea legislației, dar pe termen lung avem nevoie de o decizie politică pe deschiderea negocierii. Și da, e nevoie de discuții între cele 27 de state. Noi foarte mult contăm pe sprijinul prietenilor noștri și Moldova și Ucraina merită să aibă deschise negocierile. Evident, contează și principiul meritocrației. Fiecare țară să demonstreze prin propriile acțiuni cât de repede se mișcă. Avem instrumentul anual de evaluare a performanței. Raportul de anul trecut a fost bun pentru noi. E o motivație pentru noi. Dar nu trebuie să ne relaxăm, trebuie să continuăm, pe de o parte să implementăm ceea ce ne-am asumat, pe de altă parte să avem aceste negocieri deschise, oficial. Într-un final, ăsta este ceea ce așteaptă cetățenii Republicii Moldova, care, atenție, timp de 5 alegeri, dacă luăm din 2021, au votat pentru integrarea europeană. Că erau alegeri locale generale, că erau prezidențiale, referendum, alegeri parlamentare. Asta așteaptă și este o așteptare legitimă, corectă, din partea cetățenilor Republicii Moldova și foarte mult mizăm că va fi găsită această soluție politică. Mersi.
Mulțumim, conferința de presă s-a încheiat.
Mersi mult. So thank you very much. Poftim? Let's move
In front of.